my name is Shelby, and this is my ceremonial speech.
It's 6 in the morning.
We are all gathered here today to celebrate a very special couple. They're special to me as they are my grandparents, but I'm sure they're special to you in their own way. We're here to celebrate Mike and Mary Humphrey, known to me as Pops and Mimi, and their 50th wedding anniversary. This is quite an accomplishment, and I think what made it possible is their unconditional love for one another. Now let's reflect back on how this romance all started. Pops and Mimi met in Midland, Texas during high school. Pops claims that he became smitten with her once he saw her perform during a school play, and he then decided to pursue her. After a short courtship, Pops was on a tour of colleges to decide where to play basketball, and on that trip he made two very important decisions. First, where he wanted to play college ball, and second, to propose to Mary. Once he made this decision, he couldn't wait to pop the question. So he picked up the phone and called her and said, according to her, this is how it went. He asked, "Do you love me?" And she replied yes, which he then followed up with, "Enough to marry me?" And luckily for him, she replied yes to that too. A few short months later, they were married on August 15, 1960. They then attended the University of Texas together and lived in married student housing. This is where their firstborn Michael joined the world, with my dad, Todd, following 6 years later. They had created themselves a happy little family. During their lifetime thus far, they have lived in 20 different houses. Needless to say, they're a little bit like nomads. They weren't going to let anything hold them back from another job opportunity, experience, or anything fun, even if it meant having to move these 20-something times. This adventurous spirit also led to them having wanderlust. They had a desire to see the world, and once they had a taste of international travel, they were hooked. You name it, they've done it. Riding a camel in Egypt, eating Chinese food in Hong Kong, and even riding a gondola in Venice. Total, as of now, they have been to 33 different countries, and I'm sure that number will continue to increase as they're not going to let anything hold them back from another adventure in a different corner of the world. Through all of this travel, though, they have created their quirks. Mimi can tell you exactly what they ate and where, even if it was 20 years ago. Pops, on the other hand, can tell you exactly what flight they flew on, what model it was, and its departure and arrival times. They have some pretty great memories. One of their favorite ways to travel is through the passage of cruising. Total, as of now, they have been on 35 different cruises. This number will soon jump up to 36 as we sail off together in December. It is clear that Pops and Mimi have had a very full life, full of adventure and great experiences. But the best part about it is that they got to deal with their best friend by their side, each other. I am so blessed to call Mike and Mary Humphrey my Pops and Mimi. I am their only grandchild, and this has allowed us to have a very special and close bond. Through this bond and time spent together, I have learned so much from them. They have also taught me to love adventure and have instilled in me wanderlust. I have been blessed with the opportunity to be able to travel with my grandparents, and I continue to do so today. We have gone on multiple trips together, and they were the first ones who actually took me across the pond to London, and they are who I partially blame for my obsession with England and the royal family. We have gone snorkeling in Hawaii, eaten crepes in Paris, and have even ridden jet skis in St. Thomas. These are some of the memories that I hold closest to my heart, not just because of the adventure, but because of who I got to share it with. They have also taught me the importance of family and how to love each other well. They have exemplified that by loving me well and being so intentional and a huge part of my life. Some of my favorite memories include cooking with Mimi, propped up on a stool as a little girl, taking it all in and trying to learn from her. Cooking with my Mimi is something I still enjoy doing today. Now with my Pops, every Christmas, we would make little pine cone Christmas trees, and those cute little decorations still make their way out every year at Christmas. Another thing that I have learned from my Pops and Mimi is the model of a great marriage. I hope that I one day find a love like theirs, and married 50 years later, having traveled and seen the world together. I have learned so much from Pops and Mimi, and for that I will be forever thankful. Now I know today we are celebrating 50 years of great marriage, but I know this is just at the beginning and the Lord has so much in store for them. They don't let anything hold them back, even if it means having to have 50-something surgeries to make sure they can keep going. They call themselves the bionic grandparents as they race headfirst into another adventure, fake knees, hips, and all. That's what I love about them. They are so resilient and they're not going to let anything hold them back. They are some of the most active grandparents I have ever met, and I know that the future has great things in store for them. In closing, Dr. Seuss once said, "You know you're in love when you can't fall asleep because reality is finally better than your dreams." Now, I'm not saying that Pops and Amy haven't slept a wink in the past 50 years, but they definitely have that kind of love, and they are living better than dreams. So to Mike and Mary Humphrey, and my Pops and Mimi on their 50th wedding anniversary, and to many more. Oh, questions?
That was a toast.
No questions?
Chris, you have to ask a question.
Oh, okay.
Now, how long were they married again?
50 years.
Oh, okay, I missed that, sorry.
So how long do they plan on living?
Hopefully a very long time.
All right.
Now, where did your grandpa play basketball? At UT, right?
Yeah, he played at UT. Yeah.
Where are you going in December?
We are going on a cruise out of
Okay.
Galveston, and we're going all around the Caribbean.